the talk and text line at 1-414-799-1973.
If I'm in this crummy situation, let's make content out of it.
The Matt Schneidman Show is brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Bet above the rest.
Never go corporate. Always go local.
Now with Doug Russell.
Doug, that's why you need to focus and you do everything that we say.
Here's Matt Schneidman on the game.
I think me and Matt have a much better feel for each other.
It's the Matt Schneidman Show, Friday, October 11th. Before we get started, quick announcement. Monday is going to be the second edition of the Green and Gold Legend Series, presented to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Bet above the rest. Doug and I will be live from the Potawatomi Sportsbook studio, where he does Packers game day from every Sunday morning when the Packers are on the road, with all-time leading rusher, I believe.
Yes, Packers all-time leading rusher.
Packers, I'm on Green. Will be on the show. We had Dorsey Levens last time. I'm on Green this time. I had a question for someone today, and I should probably know this. Is it Amon Green or Amon Green?
Amon Green.
Amon Green.
Yeah.
So the emphasis is on the first half of his name.
Correct.
Okay.
Unless I've been saying it wrong for 20 years, which I don't think I have.
You will be joining the show. Excited about that. That'll be live from Potawatomi Sportsbook on Monday. Green and Gold Legend Series. Come out, because I would assume he's doing some sort of meet and greet signing afterward.
I would assume so. Yeah. I mean, he's up with us in the studio. We have to explain to people, because the Potawatomi Sportsbook is a spectacular place, as we all know that have been there. But the studio is upstairs from where the sportsbook is. So that's not accessible, because that's where the studio is. But then after it's over, he'll come downstairs into the sportsbook, where you can go and get your Packers jersey number 30 that's not a John Kuhn jersey signed. Or you can get your John Kuhn number 30 signed by Amon Green, who wore 30 before John did.
You could.
That would be funny if somebody had him sign a John Kuhn jersey. I think that'd be funny.
That would be funny. All right, let's get into the topic of the day. Romeo Doubs talks for the first time since his suspension. This is a tricky one, and I want to make something very clear right off the bat. Mental health is no joke. It's very serious. It's a very serious matter that should be taken very seriously. Now, when I say this, I'm not poo-pooing mental health at all. Again, it's very serious. I'm just trying to present all the facts of the situation, and maybe not even facts, just everything we've heard about the situation for the viewers to maybe make their own, decision on the situation, own conclusion, because it seems to be a little murky, this situation. Romeo Doubs spoke today for the first time since his suspension, and he said, contrary to Bill Huber's report from last Thursday night, that him not showing up to Thursday and Friday's practice last week had nothing to do with his desire for a larger role in the offense. So we have Bill's report, Romeo's word. Take that for what it is. Romeo said that he's doing fine mentally. That's most important. He was asked, how are you doing mental health-wise? And he said, I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. Now, he also said that he wasn't going to talk about whether he has to earn respect back for his teammates. He said that it had nothing to do with anything inside the building. He basically lauded the staff, the teammates, everyone in the organization, and said it had nothing to do with that. I want to make that very clear. While also saying he just had to take care of some things at home. He said his family's okay. He just said he had some off-the-field matters that he had to take care of. He did say he wishes he would have handled this whole situation differently. And he was asked how, and he said he just wishes he would have communicated better. And, Matt LaFleur has stressed this week the need for better communication. What I'm thinking of is, again, not to bash mental health. It's extremely important. But Matt LaFleur told us on the Matt LaFleur podcast on Monday that what he told Romeo was he, as a head coach, has to do what's best for the team. And then he followed that by saying to us on Monday, Doug, individual accolades will come with team success. Christian Watson said it might take a little while to get the family feeling and togetherness feeling back in the locker room. They don't say those things if this is not at least partially football related. Again, I want to make it very clear. I don't know exactly why Romeo Doubs didn't show up. He didn't want to get into that, and I respect that. What we do know is the Packers suspended him after he didn't communicate with them that he wasn't coming to practice, is what it seems like. He said his communication needed to be better, and he didn't show up to practice. Put two and two together, he didn't communicate that he wasn't showing up to practice. Now, if Romeo comes out and says to the Packers, listen, I'm going through something, and I've said this on the show before, they don't suspend him. They don't issue that statement as harshly as they do, saying, we're suspending you, conduct detrimental to the team, you negatively impacted the team. Now, is there a chance they say, you know what, you didn't communicate that you didn't show up to practice, that's unprofessional, we're suspending you. Now let's handle whatever else is going on. Sure, there's a possibility, but that would mean Romeo just, I would imagine just never told them if there was anything beyond football going on. And if he did, I don't think they would suspend him. It's a little bit of a murky situation. And again, I hope everything is okay at home with Romeo. Everything's okay with his family. I'm just trying to present both sides of this, presenting to you what the head coach and one of Romeo's buddies on the team, his fellow 2022 draft pick, said. You're free to draw your own conclusions. At the end of the day, Packers Cardinals on Sunday. I believe we have a couple minutes of audio from Romeo today, from his meeting with reporters. He's a very quiet talker, I will say. So
Yes.
Hopefully you can hear this. This audio is courtesy of Ellie French, who's a TV reporter for WLUK, the Fox affiliate, Channel 11 here in Green Bay. My audio, even though I was standing right there, certainly isn't good enough. So shout out Ellie for helping.
Yeah, her audio is better than anyone else's that I've seen. So she was kind enough to allow us to use it.
I have some things going on mentally. I do not feel comfortable getting too deep into that. But just, you guys hearing it from me, there's some things I have going on for myself. And, I did my best communicating. And I'm just thankful that, that I'm here right now, able to still play ball. So, we got it's a great offense here. Got some ball players in our room. I mean, I wouldn't even go that way, I think it's much bigger than just obviously me individually finding my role, but in this league, it's just winning football games.
Wanting a bigger role, wanting more opportunities, is that at all a part of why you stayed away?
No.
So if it wasn't just opportunities and that made you stay away, what was it?
My apologies, but I do not feel comfortable answering that. So.
Players have mentioned mental health. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking.
Family, everyone okay there?
Yeah, so I had to make sure that I got the family together again. I said there were some things going on off the field. So, as far as just the organization and, just the staff, players, there's nothing going on within that area. So I just want to make myself clear there. But again, if we're just talking about the moment, I'm just, thankful that I'm still here. It's a great staff, great players, most important, great support. So that's all I have there.
I meant like your relatives, family, like that.
Yeah, they're fine.
Do you wish you would have handled it any differently, or are you okay with how you did?
I absolutely wish I would have handled things differently. Thanks for asking. Just being a better communicator.
What was this past? I don't know if the suspension surprised you. What was this past weekend like? Obviously, going back to your hometown, not being able to be a part of that. What was that like?
It was tough, but glad that